So, vlog 2, welcome. If you came here for instructional content, then unfortunately there's a whole channel full of that. This video is not this. This is me just going a little bit off script, I suppose, and talking to you about what we're seeing on the ground at the moment and some things about the channel, some things about what's going on with us, just mixing it up a little bit so that if you're interested in this kind of stuff, great. And it also lets me see, hopefully at the end of it, I just want to know what you want to see as well from the channel. So we try and make content that you want to see. And if you've got any burning questions, we are trying to do as much as we can now to pull out the comment section what's going on. But it's nice sometimes to just ask you directly, what do you want to see? So yeah, please do at the end of the video. If you've got anything, lob it in the comments. So what's been going on? Well, I wanted to talk to you about kind of the state of the nation to begin with. And that's that if it hasn't already come out, there'll be a video coming out about me talking about don't be a hedgehog, don't be a business hedgehog. And what that's all about is the conversations we're having at the moment. Now, the conversations we're having a lot is people worrying because you've got the media saying, you know, living crisis, raises, cost of living's going up, inflation, blah, 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 blah. It's all dire, 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 and it is going to be a tough market. So I've been talking about this for about a year. You know, I thought when we come out of coronavirus, there would be this period where we'd be like, okay, we're all right for a bit. People had cash, business owners had cash because of a lot of the support and stuff we had. We certainly saw that. Don't get me wrong, not every business, you know, if you're in retail, if you're in hospitality, retail, that kind of stuff, you didn't have any money. But oddly, even there, we saw some people that still had some cash reserves because of like the grants they got for their premises and that kind of stuff. But now we're coming out of that. That will have started to dwindle down and the reality of life's kicking in. We've had some growth, inflation's going up, everything's costing more. Like as a business owner myself, all I seem to see at the minute that's coming across my mat at the moment, or email box as it is these days, is we're going to increase the prices. Supplier X is increasing the prices. Like it's just going up. It's tough market conditions for anybody with a team because wages are high. We've got quite a demand for employment at the moment across a lot of industries. So you've got that to deal with. You've got minimum wages if you're paying people at that level going up. You've got tax rises. So like there is a lot, I suppose, to be worried about and doom and gloom. Like I know certainly even in our own business, you know, we're always looking at these things. But what I want to get across in that video and what I want to get across to you now is that I don't think we should be panicking, an actual fact. And a little bit of background, a little bit of a story, I suppose, from me. I've been self-employed in some vein since I was about 18, on and off, whether that was part-time side hustles right up until eventually about 15 years ago I ended up retraining and becoming an accountant and doing that as a business. I still maintain some other small businesses on the side, some property interests, that kind of stuff, which keeps me entertained. And we see it across all the industries, not only in my own business life, but in dealing with owners and my team dealing with owners, that these kind of things over that period of time has shown us that during tough times, there's a lot of opportunity out there. So it is something you do need to think about. You can't just hide, I think, and be like, okay, it's not going to affect me, because it definitely is going to affect you. But you also, I don't think, want to be in that, I'm just going to curl up in a ball and just, you know, cut everything. I'm panic cutting everything I'm spending. I'm just going to hold on to my little bit of cash that's left in my bank. You know, that's not also going to be the answer in our experience. Both my personal experience as an owner of businesses and also as somebody that's worked with business owners over the years, and we're learning that with our team as well. They're having these conversations, and you can see, and what we found through COVID was the same thing. Tough time, some really good businesses came out of that, and there was a lot of opportunity of growth. So don't panic is going to be the key. I understand it's a worry, but I think the action point from this is to go away and think about, let's get some clarity, let's get some plans in place, let's do some numbers. I know for some of you that might not be the most exciting news. For us it's amazing, you know, we like that kind of stuff. But and I'll link some blogs and things like that, and if that video's out, go and see the hedgehog video, then I'll talk to you a bit more depth about it. But yeah, don't panic, get on, plan, get some clarity, and get into that market, because there's a lot of opportunity out there. But yeah, don't ignore it. And then the other thing I wanted to ask you about, and actually it's a bit of an apology for me actually, I just want to say to you, so we on a Sunday, obviously we're busy firm of accountants, we've got loads of stuff going on. January is busy for us because Christmas January is busy for us through finishing off tax returns that are coming in at the later time. Sometimes not necessarily because of the clients, for example. It could be newer clients who have left it to the last minute. It could also be that it's just bits of paperwork that people have been waiting on for other people come in late. So it's always a busy January. That's a massive deadline for us. That gets done. You then catch up in February. And then in March, it's pre-year end tax planning for all of our clients, all this kind of stuff. And then we have the payroll year end across the middle of it, because we've got payroll department as well. And also then it's the new year. We're looking at, well, what are we going to do to get the money out of people's limited companies in the best way and all this kind of stuff. So it's a really, really busy time. So on top of that, communicating with clients and doing webinars and all the other things we do takes up a lot of time. So these videos are often done at either like 5:30 in the morning or late at night. That's why you see me so often looking so tired, probably, and sounding tired, is because they're done around that. So the YouTube comments tend to get responded to on a weekend. The team will do the odd one, but the majority of the time it's me doing it, because I enjoy doing it. We are bound professionally where we can't answer a lot of stuff in detail. So they are a bit generic sometimes, but we try and add as much value as we can. I'll try and give you as much as an answer as I can without kind of breaking any professional rules. And a lot of the time we just don't know enough about you to give the answer. But we always try and answer every comment. What I have noticed though is YouTube wasn't showing me when you replied. So if you put a comment on I've replied, and then you've replied to me and I haven't answered, I apologise. I'm not being rude, I just didn't know you had. It was only when we were searching comments recently, we noticed there's a lot of people answering the questions that I've asked them. Because I did think I was odd that no one ever seems to, I say, oh yeah, but what about this? And then no one comes back to me, but I've now seen you have. So apologies, I'm not being rude, it's just the way YouTube was showing me. I've got to try and figure out a way to manage that a little bit better. So thanks very much for taking the time to reply, and we'll continue to try and take the time to reply as well. So on that note, if you do want to see any particular type of content, please do drop it down in the comments below, and we'll see if it's something that we can do and we enjoy talking about, we're passionate about, we'll do a video on it and go from there. But either way, I just appreciate the time you're taking to interact with all this on that level, which would be great. And I'm still, as the year goes on in 2022, I still want to bring on some more of the team. I was just talking to you about how busy it's been. The last thing a lot of them want to do is me shoving a camera and a mic in their face and like, come and talk to me about this thing. But we are going to be doing more of that just so you can get a feel, because I think it's interesting to hear from them. We've got some real characters in the building as well. So it'd be interesting to hear what they're talking about with owners and what kind of issues they're seeing at the moment. But for us, I think right now, there's just that worry that people have got. And I think it starts with clarity, and there are things you can do and it will be okay, but you do need to take some action and kind of deal with it. So that's it. There you go. A little bit of a random off-topic one for you. If you enjoy these, make sure to let me know as well. If you think they're horrendous and you never want to hear them again, also let me know, because we'll take this on board too. See you on the next one.